Welcome to the assignment called Study Skills and Test Preparation. So in this assignment, there are two screenshots that are available in the instructions for you to type manually. That is so that you are learning to enhance your keyboarding skills. Remember to press enter when you want to end a line and begin a new one. In this particular, as you begin, is a paragraph, so there are no enters at the end. But if I put the show hide on, you can see there are no enters. But when I finished time effectively, I pressed enter. Each of these are separate lines, so enter. Here we go. Taking good notes is another paragraph, and the rest are all enter. So once that is typed, and make sure that you go through and use the spell review or the editor to make sure you correct all if there's any typos. So the first thing we're going to do is, right now the font is all the same throughout, so it doesn't catch your eye. It's very plain. So what we're going to do is dress it up. So on the very first line, I'm going to come to the selection area where it changes to an arrow and click, and that selects the title. Now I can change the title of the font title to anything I'd like, and then make it larger. I can check, change the number, or I can click this, which is increase font, and I can keep clicking it until I like the size of it. What I probably wouldn't want to do is it's so large that it goes on to another line. And then if you want, you can change the font color. If you want to put on bold, you can. So it stands out. You can also center it. So for the next one, they have these side headings where they have the colon. So note-taking, study guides, study tips, and test day guidelines. So there's 4 of them. So I'm going to select the first one, and I'm going to keep it the font type, or you could change it, whatever you're comfortable doing. Most recently used fonts come up in the beginning, and then everything else is in alphabetical order, all fonts. So I'm going to pick something different, and then I will maybe make it a little bit larger and change the color of it, and maybe put it in blue. So now if I went to study guides, and all right, what did I use for the font? What type, what size, what did I also, so instead of having to worry about that, what you do is reselect this, and up in the format, and in the home tab, in the clipboard group, so in the home tab, there's a paintbrush. And what you're going to do is you're going to click it quickly twice, so it's a double click. And what happens is it's got a gray box, so it's on. And if you look at your mouse, attached to the I-beam, the cursor position, is a paintbrush. So I'm just going to come over to study guides. I could drag across because I want it to paint, the same formatting here, or I can just point and click. Study tips to follow, point and click. And then I'll scroll down, and the last one, test day, and again I could just drag across to do it, or just click. Now the paintbrush is still on, so I have to make sure just single click, and that turns it off. So you have this same formatting style that you chose for the first one, and you painted it to the other 3. So for the next, I'm going to add bullets, so they stand out a little bit underneath the note-taking method. So I'm going to select the 4 items, and I will go up to the bullets. If I select the bullet default, it's going to be a solid circle. If I click the down arrow, I can have more choices. I recently looked for a computer picture, so I have that one. You can choose something else if you'd like. Then I'll go down to the next list, select it, and also maybe I want to get an icon that's different, study, read, or something. So I'll go to define new bullet, and then I'll choose picture, and it takes me to the Bing search, so I'll go in there, and I think I'll put in a book. And it's going to be an icon, so it'll be small, so maybe I'll choose the orange book, or maybe the one with the note, whatever you like, or the list of books, whatever you decide. And then click insert, and you should get a little preview of what it looks like, and then OK. So instead of just a bullet, you have something fancy. And now I'll do the same thing here. I'm going to go into, it repeats the previous one. I don't want that. Do I want the bullet? No, I don't want that. I'm going to get another one. So I'm going to choose define new bullet and go to picture. This time I'm going to go to the Bing search, and I'm going to test, see what comes up for that. And Remember, it's going to be small, so maybe I'll go with that o'clock and test. So insert, there's my preview, and there you go. If it's very, very, very small, I want to increase it, but it's going to increase the text. So I'm just going to click the bullet, and now I'll increase it. So I'm not increasing the text. So there we have it. So again, if we went to View and One Page, you'll notice that it's way up at the top. It's not centered vertically. So I will choose Layout, Page Setup, and I was just recently there, so it's already there, but I'll change the vertical alignment to center, and it places it right in the center of the page. And then I'll go to Design, and under Page Border, I know there's a pencil, so I'll put that in. I think there's a clock too. If you want to put a clock in there, there's the pencil. Oh, I just saw the clock. So whatever you'd like to do. And click OK. And if you want to add a page color, you can do that as well. And it's centered perfectly, and it's definitely a different visual appearance than the first one when you just opened it up, all the same font size. So that is a save and submit. Thank you.